Love in action. We just heard from Leonie, reading from Isaiah 12, a joyful song that promises God's presence. A message of joy that fits well with the traditional theme of the third Sunday of Advent, which is about joy. But today, our theme points us to love in action, which for me is the prerequisite to anything that is joyful. That unless we witness, we experience love in action, we do not get the full breadth and the meaning of the joy of Christmas. The reading is a declaration of thanks and confidence in the goodness and the greatness of the Lord. And as the worshipper proclaims, surely God is my salvation, my strength, my song, my joy, the one in whom I trust, with the ability to draw water from wells of salvation. Well and good, but all that would be meaningless if not demonstrated and experienced through actions of love. Our shout of joy, of acclamation and thanksgiving for God's goodness and making God known in all the earth is not simply reciting words like our prayers or sealing a deal as in a memorandum of understanding that we are actually saying we are committed to a task. No. Our song of joy and acclamation is a commitment of life to doing what is needed so that we live in a world of hope, of peace, of love, and of joy. It is the actions of love that make the difference. Love is what we do. I heard this morning in the 9 o'clock service, love is a verb, it's not a noun. In our deeds, we love, not necessarily in our words. Jesus, our role model, he kept it simple. He taught and demonstrated that love is an action. And as it's stated in 1 John chapter 3, verse 18, let us not love in word or in tongue, but in deed and in truth. An important challenge to us and all those celebrating Advent is to overcome the tendency to glorify one's own group at the expense of other groups, and to remember the promise of Advent as providing welcome to everyone. This is much harder than it seems. For some, this welcome to all and respect for diversity of religious traditions of others will present a conflict too difficult to overcome, rather than an opportunity to unite for the common good. Why? We are prone to argue, to fight, to prove us right, to win, and love becomes a misfit in those outfits. Love is a misfit in the outfit of hate. But that kind of attitude can be transformed with love in action. For example, a couple of days ago, Malcolm Jack suggested that a letter from Toorak Uniting Church would be an appropriate, tangible gesture of support for the Ades Israel community of faith in the event of their place of worship firebombed last week. The chair of church council, Barbara, in a short time frame, consulted with some members of the council and some of the congregation, and has now kindly written a letter. And that letter also includes a link for financial donations that could go towards the rebuilding project of the Ades Israel community. That is a classic example of how Toorak Uniting Church family responds and stands in unity, love in action with others. And as the saying goes, we don't wait, it happens right here and right now. Thank you, Toorak Uniting Church family. Our faith and whatever we believe is compelling when it is seen in action. And that stands out with a difference in a world that does not understand love or do but choose not to. Love in action is the mark and the character of what we believe. And that is also our most joyful and realistic demonstration of giving thanks to the Lord and making known the good deeds among all the nations. God counts on you. God counts on us. In the words of Anthony Theodore, let us hear what it means. Thank you, David. David will bring the poem as written in your order of service.
God counts on you. God alone can create, but you can bring to fruition all that is created. God alone can give life, but you can be mindful of and respect the given life. God alone can give faith, but you give your testimony of faith by your example. God alone can plant hope, but you can give your neighbour confidence in need. God alone can give love, but you can love and teach others to love. God alone can give peace, but you can endow unity. God alone can give joy, but you can smile and show to the world that you are really happy. God alone can give strength, but you can lift the discouraged up to life. God alone is the way, but you can show it to others. God alone is the light, but you can help it glow in the eyes of others. God alone can work wonders, but you can bring the 5 loaves and the 2 fish so that God may multiply it for the multitude. Only God can do the impossible, but you can do what is possible. God alone is self-sufficient, but has preferred to count on you.
You see, it's all up to you. Love in action.